Mass Media Mothership, Lippo Plus.
When you watch Blinker, you are Blinker. What Blinker feels, you feel. Blinker's pain is your pain. Ouchie! Ow, that hurt! This is a Blinker coming to you from inside the tube. From signal to electron, from photon to oblivion. Chase the snow! All hail the new static. Blinker is the space between the channels, and that channel changes you.
All right. On TVX, Debbie Diner serves talk. You might miss it. On.
So, tell us how you came into possession of these flowers.
Well, Otto, my dad ran a biolab for a while when I was a kid. He gave these flowers to my mom because he said they reminded him of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up,
Interesting.
but I don't
Well, that's
think
no
we ever
surprise
watered them
because
once
these are
of her.
immortal.
They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up,
Interesting.
but I
Well,
don't
that's
think
no
we ever
surprise
watered them
because
once
these are
of her.
immortal.
They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I
Well,
don't
that's
think
no
we ever
surprise
watered them
because
once
these
of
are
her.
immortal.
They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we e
These kids sure are. Tune in to Boredome with Birdie Telstar to hear what the sproing.
In science news, astronomers have picked up an obscure signal.
Hey, hon, what can I get for you? Wait a minute, hold on. Lenny, 2 tube steaks and make him cry. Never a dull moment.
scarcely has he begun his hike when he encounters the impermeable wall to seal his family to their fate forever. For this...
I'm feeling winds of change. Billowing gusts are blowing in from far beyond. They feel refreshing, but beyond the blowing, I sense a strong techno signature. It indicates an intelligent presence, intentions still unknown. Look sharp. If you're opposed, new interactions spell disaster. Be forewarned. But if you're an Alo sign, it's your season and this signals adventure. Go meet the wind. Dress to impress and forget.
All right, these kids sure are. Tune in to Boredom with Birdie Telstar to hear what the Sproing generation has to say.
Welcome, companions, to Quizzards, the show of trivia, adventure, and chance! You're just joining us. We've been journeying across the realms of the forgotten knowledge with Timothy, better known to our viewers as Unripidview.
It's actually, real quick, it's actually Omniopy, because she sees all.
But we have reached a new chapter of our story. Trim, let's meet our new companion. Coco Tribble is a coaxial repairwoman from Speaker City. She likes quiet music, long walks, and of course, fantasy role-playing. Coco, can you tell us about your character?
He's Brunk, the barbarian. He chews bones like a toothpick.
Brunk the Barbarian has entered the arena. Join us next time as Brunk the Barbarian and Omni Poop, the All-Seeing, begin their adventure across the Quizzards realm.
It's me, Naomi Lifto, here to lift you up. This is your rubber report. If it bleeds, it leads. But if it springs, it sings. What's the goss? Well, laser painting icon Marlite Dubatine has announced her retirement from the art effective immediately. That's a plus for her rival, Lee Filters, who's been waiting in the wings for a moment to shine. The residents of rural Cache Valley have found themselves in a funky predicament. At a town fete, every single resident started dancing, and now nobody can stop. The marathon party shows no signs of slowing, and residents are dropping like flies. Vent Lloyd, head choreographer of the dance countdown show Party Music Nonstop, has already decamped on site to scout new talent. And that's the Rubber Report. Boing boing!
In science news, astronomers have picked up an obscure signal.
Hey, hon, what can I get for you? Wait a minute, hold on. Lenny, 2 tube steaks and make them cry. Never a dull moment around here, huh? Anyway, let me top off that mug and work for you. So how about that, what do you call it, anomaly? What are we supposed to do with that? I mean, here I am serving up the squealers their blue play specials, and all of a sudden there's a big old boink in the cosmos? I'll tell you, my regulars don't know what to think of it. I mean, we've got our own problems here on Blip. A mystery in space? Honey, I don't even know what's in the street loaf. Lenny, I'm kidding, Lenny. The street loaf is actually really good. You want a slice?
You see before you the Veneer family, winding down a picture-perfect day in the picture-perfect cabin they've rented for the winter. Mother is adjusting the curtains, and father is tending to his files. The children are playing a game of Nozzledock. An ordinary scene, an ordinary night. But this night is about to get very, very unordinary. Mother, why is the snow falling upwards? Begs young Susan. The cabin rocks and groans as children fly screaming across the bearskin rug. Ice and snow gleam menacingly as they rend from the frigid night. And like clockwork, the earthquakes and snowstorms come, twin terrors from nature's bestiary, striking in tandem. Father sets out for help. But scarcely has he begun his hike when he encounters the impermeable wall to seal his family to their fate forever. For this cabin is a prison, and the realm wall to seal his family to their fate forever.
Oh look, here comes our new staff surgeon. Surgeon Sims. Welcome to Oblivion Hospital. I'm Rish Gemini. Couldn't have hoped to be greeted by a friendlier face. You'll be seeing a lot of friendly faces around here. This is Nurse Echo. Delighted to meet you. I've heard so much about you. Good things, I hope. Here comes another one of your coworkers. Dr. Xerox, Dr. Xerox. Come meet our new staff surgeon. You must be Sims. Nice to meet you. Hope these two aren't gabbing your ears off. Would you like me to show you around the hospital? Do you think she's available?
Welcome, companions, to Quizzers, the show of trivia, adventure, and chance! You're just joining us. We've been journeying across the realms of the forgotten knowledge with Timothy, better known to our viewers as Unrippetew.
It's actually, real quick, it's actually... Oh yeah, what are they even like?
I think probably just like us. They're probably like so different from us, like something we couldn't even imagine.
300 legs? And like a million eyes. 2 butts.
Maybe they don't even have a body, like they're just an idea. Or sound.
Or an energy.
Yeah!
Who needs a body? I'm so tired of having to think about feeding myself and brushing my hair.
I love brushing my hair.
What if an alien was all hair?
Oh my god, I'd love to brush that.
Confetti Cowboys!
Bang. Here we are.
Bolt thruster.
Full thrusters booted, venting rattles, and rattles vented. Alright, stabilized out the doogies. And decreasing power to anti-gravity harness. Right. Giddy up. Lassoing daisy lasers. Daisy laser lassoed. Alright. Nothing left to do but to count down. 11, 7, 5, 3. Oh, forget it. Off we go, buckaroo!
Greetings, thinkers. It's Professor Ned Telson. Here in my lab, I beam consciousness particles into neural matter long enough for a little chat. My guest is Xenogenes of Zenith, one of Vlip's most venerable and ancient philosophers. Hey, Zeno. Welcome back. Oh, sorry, folks. One quick adjustment. That feel better, Zeno?
Oh, I forgot what agony it is to be alive.
Wasn't that your whole bag?
Forsooth, but this is an oversimplification, for suffering is ecstasy.
Walk us through that one, would you, buddy?
Well, a deficit of desire is, of course, a form of suffering, but it also drives us to seek ecstasy.
I see, yeah, I see. And yet...
QED, suffering is ecstasy.
You must have been fun at parties.
Oh, very much so. How you think I died?
You're watching MSTV in Subspace. Welcome to Channel 13's Movie Maniacs. Here come the Fighting Trillions.
You've seen Fighting Millions, Fighting Billions, but you ain't never seen Fighting Trillions.
Mickey Magnet stars as the leader of the Fighting Trillions. an infamous network of shapely operatives whose mission to defeat the efforts of Madwoman Victoria Edge leads them into a world of chaos and destruction. It's another thrilling, action-packed adventure with the Fighting Trillions.
It's not just me. There's a trillion of us.
Good morning, folks. Nice to see you all.
Hi, everybody. Beautiful day, isn't it, friend?
Oh, yeah. Gorgeous. Gorgeous day. Top of the morning to you. Oh, God.
Jeez, what'd you get into last night?
Not much, really. But I'll tell you what. I think I slept funny. Feels like I slept like this.
Is that bursitis?
Bursitis? I'm not that old.
Could be your rotator cuff.
You think?
I had a cousin, Telly, with bursitis. There's actually a surgery you can get.
Well, maybe I should look into that.
You know Telly.
Oh, of course. He's got the home video warehouse, right?
For now, yeah, but to be honest, he's kind of getting sick of that whole scene, thinking about tossing in and going into molecular oceanography. Tiny fish.
Oh, you mean microfiche?
Oh, hey, speaking of science, did you see the thing about the thing in space?
I did. But it looks like we're out of time.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. Didn't you read the sign? It says no.
Right? These kids sure are. Tune in to
Tick. It brings our PDs to life, sends our signals across the universe, and keeps our doodads dadding. Let's take a look at how our power plant grows.
Yeah, this plant's been operational for almost as long as you've been on air, Harry.
Hey!
No, but seriously, she might look old, but she's never been more reliable. We're actually still getting new leaves regularly. And all we have to do to keep the planet running, basically in perpetuity, is to give her lots of fertilizer and make sure she's getting enough light.
And of course, talk to her every day.
You might not recognize my guest out of makeup. Well,
It's all calm all the time, with soothing scenes and serene soundscapes.
It's a beautiful day. The suns are shining and the shoulders are out in New Gack City. A little bit warmer out in Vaudeville.
Her early career. And now she's dead.
She was a real talent. Those swamp.
With the transdimensional nexus.
It's another marvelous moment in subspace.
Toe prance across the land, rhythm of the big bongo, beat by Bindo's hand. Oh, Findo's fancy dances, the footwork of the fairies across across the great expanses. He travels oh so merry. Finder, finder, soft and chew, tap and twist and flick. Will resonate the meadows, tremble as trump and finders click. But alas, this mood cannot sustain, the journey's far too long. It takes its toll on Findel's brain, and here I am this song.
What a great tune.
The finest entertainment in the galaxy every night, right here at Worf's Tavern.
You're watching State of the State. In science news, astronomers at the GCC Observatory have picked up an obscure signal. Seems to indicate that tens of thousands of PD devices were activated on a planet on the other side of the galaxy. I'm joined by Dr. Zeph Boeing, who is credited with the discovery. Dr. Boeing, that must have come as quite a surprise. Absolutely, Madeline. We checked the readout over and over, but there's no faking it. Somewhere out there, PDs just like ours are sending out a small but powerful techno signature from across the galaxy. But how is it that we're able to receive this signal? It appears to be passing through a previously undetected anomaly in space. Is it dangerous? It appears stable at this time. At the endpoint sits right above the stratosphere. What's weird is that the other end points to a blue and green blip-like planet. We can only assume if they have PDs that there must be intelligent life there. Congratulations on this momentous discovery.
Welcome to Snacks Tamalaya. Gapes.
Kid. He gave these flowers to my mom because he said they reminded him of her. They were always on the kitchen counter when I was growing up, but I don't think we ever watered them once. They outlived both my parents.
Interesting. Well, that's no surprise because these are immortal glob flowers. They're actually extinct. These are genetic recreations of extinct Paleoblipian flora that blanketed our planet in the pre-microwave age.
Whoa. I can't imagine life before microwaves.
These were replicated from a genetic sample drawn from the polar permafrost. I'm assuming your dad must have snuck these out of the lab because technically they are a biohazard. In fact, these might be the only ones left on the planet. Very rare indeed.
Oh, a biohazard? Huh, I never knew that. Explains why I'm barfing all the time.
Into Boredome with Birdie Telstar to hear what the
It's party music. It's non-stop. Don't touch that crank because we got a new one from Controversial Remote. Here's Just Zappin'.
And for the
love. Let's check in on our operators now.
The word is despair.
Elephant. Oh, I mean elegant.
Elegant. Despair. A theme emerges. Our poem is taking a turn to the languorous, the existential. Let's see how it tracks with the previous stanza. In the garden we wilt, like yesterday's two bros, fragrant with elegant despair. Sublime. Simply sublime. If it moves you as it moves me, contribute.
I'm Barbara Lightwork.
Into Planet Blip's media mothership, Blippo Plus. Tuned in and turned on to Blippo Plus. All down with Video Cola. Ah, feel those bubbles clean the screw.
We hope you'll give it a try.
What a crazy sector. Get down here, you round neck, a little snug nut. Soda, how long?
For a glimpse into what makes Planet Blip tick.
May we make a suggestion?
With the fighting
taste of home right here on the micro.